So I just watched and finished all of Gurren Lagann peak anime. Let's just get this over with. Gurren Lagann can't actually scale to outer or even hyperversal to even high complex multi. The outer versal stuff, though, in question, comes from the fact Simon technically isn't bound to that hyperversal levels of power. But as it stands, he can actually scale to hyperversal. So I'm going to be putting Simon the Digger, his super massive form I had to watch on fucking YouTube because King Crunchyroll keeps buying the rights to freaking anime. Anyways, what happens when an unstoppable evolution basically meets a mathematical inevitability? I always struggle with that word. I'm so sorry, Chief. Um, but in the other Godzilla Ultima, he is an extra dimensional shadow that doesn't destroy life. It literally deletes the laws of physics that allow life to actually exist, which is insane. So let's go over Godzilla Ultima's kind of attacks and weapons. Most versions of Godzilla are just giant lizards, but this one in particular is a higher dimensional singularity. The creature we see on screen is just a 3D projection of like a shadow on a wall. So basically, what I'm trying to say is there's something more powerful than his physical avatar, and his physical avatar is still unbelievably powerful. But its primary weapon is Archetype, which is just red dust, which is kind of like drug or something, I don't know. Like coral? I don't fucking know. Which basically allows Ultima to ignore causality. It can see every possible future and force the universe into the one where it wins. To fight Ultima, it's to fight a math equation, technically, that has already decided you don't exist, which is pretty combusted. This Godzilla is like the strongest Godzilla of all Godzillas. Even Godzilla in Hell, he's fodder compared to him. But Simon the Digger has a history of doing the impossible. He's powered by spiral energy. Simon's strength is literally infinite. He pilots the Super Tin Toppa Gurren Lagann, which is a mech that dwarfs galaxies and is about the size or bigger than the entire multiverse, and fights with drills that can pierce through the fabric of space and time. Simon's greatest feat isn't necessarily his size, but his probability manipulation. If there is even a 0.0001% chance of victory, Simon's will forces that outcome into reality. He breaks the rules of the universe by sheer fighting spirit, as said in the anime. While Simon can evolve to meet the physical or even universal threats, Godzilla Ultima can literally delete the very context of reality, again, which is kind of fucking busted. The Ultima doesn't, like, destroy a physical opponent. He literally changes the facts of reality to state that even in the, events never happen. If Simon, throws a Giga Drill Break, Ultima can just theoretically rewrite the causality so that the attack and willpower behind it never existed. Again, busted! What the fuck is this? Who gave this oversized dinosaur King Coral Energy from Armored Core? Anyways, Simon's spiral energy is basically the pinnacle of causality and probability within his own universe or multiverse, however you want to say it, who cares. However, Godzilla operates on a 13-dimensional causality, which is already a massive win for Ultima here. Ultima's passive causality manipulation scales to countless dimensions, which mathematically are superior to Simon's baseline 11-dimensional multiverse. Ultima can negate cause and effect, entirely rendering Simon's probability manipulation useless because Ultima exists in a state where chance is a 3D concept and is already transcended. Even if Simon creates a universe-sized drill, that drill still abides by the rules of mass and energy. archetype, the red can miss, the coral energy or something like that, replaces those rules with Ultima's own logic or should I say chaotic logic, basically effectively power nullifying Simon's tech and biology simultaneously. Alright guys, it's future me. I forgot to end the video. I'm so sorry. Ultimate Godzilla is ultimately the winner. He just has way too many resistance and hacks to actually bypass his own hacks. Love y'all.